I gave her. You see?
Way too. Oh boy. So, I remember, and I'm sure you guys remember as well, a few months back to where they was showing some gameplay for this game. Remember, this game was, I think, supposed to come out last year, but the response was so bad that they delayed that the game got delayed. And I just remember at that point when they were showing the gameplay, I'm like, this is what we've been waiting for since Batman has ended. This is what the great Rocksteady has been working on. Remember, like, Rocksteady before this, Suckers was saying that they one of the best devs in the game because of those 3 Batman games they did. And, you know, people had high expectations for this because of their past work. And then I felt like this from the moment they showed this junk. I was like, first off, why Suicide Squad? Like, they couldn't do a Superman game. They couldn't do a Flash game. They couldn't do, like, something outside of the superhero freaking realm. Like, they can't do something else. Why Suicide Squad? And 2, it was just like the more and more they showed of it, the more and more I was unconvinced. I'm hoping it's better. I'm hoping, like, you know, after the delay, and I go, you know what? Let me go. When was that last reaction I did for this game? It was 8 months ago, and I titled that "Say Psych." Let's see, what they have been working on since the delay. If this looks better, and yeah, man, let's dive straight into it.
Where are we going? And who are we killing?
Paulie!
I'm Darius Sadigian, studio director at Rocksteady Studios.
Rocksteady Games.
My
What
name
you
is
suckers
Axel
been
Ruby,
working
and I'm the
on,
game
man?
director.
Eyes up, people. Let's go.
At Rocksteady, storytelling and character depth are the core DNA of our games. These are not features, but Rocksteady fundamentals. With Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, I mean, we wanted to tell a new story. We wanted to expand the Arkhamverse. Coming from Batman, where it was just from his perspective, just from his lens. Now getting to see the world through the villain's eyes was really the hook for us. At twice the size of Gotham City in Arkham Knight, it's big, it's loud, it's a battlefield. It's a place built for verticality, mobility, the unique fusion of enhanced traversal, gunplay, and melee weapons, creating a super.
You know the crazy. I'm sorry, bro. I have to pause. You know the craziest thing about watching this right now is, and it's crazy because I just recently played Arkham Knight on PC, granted, but I recently played that, what, I think like last year. Arkham Knight looks better than this game. Like, just graphically. And that junk was what? Freaking, like, it came out in 2015. It's insane that, like, let's keep watching.
Over the next few months, we'll be unpacking the game, answering your questions, and sharing
And I also feel like that's the challenge this time. The first go round with freaking Batman, everybody and their grandmom knows who freaking Batman is. Like, it's freaking Batman. So people loved those games. With the Suicide Squad, and I know over the years they have become a little bit more mainstream. They've had their movies and stuff like that, but to have like a Suicide Squad game,
let's jump into it.
let's.
Normally, when you make a game in a superhero universe, the protagonist is the best person for the job. The squad are definitely not the best people for this job. They're the only people available.
Hey, Suicide Squad! Fuck you!
And so it gives the narrative
What are we? Some kind
and
of
the
Suicide
gameplay
Squad?
a kind of frantic, slightly panicked feeling where they are trying to figure this out as they go. The Arkham games weren't gritty because Rocksteady makes gritty, dark games. They were that way because that's what suits a Batman story.
Every game we approach that with a similar mindset of just like, how do we enhance that experience? How do we excite players in new ways? For the studio to try something new and stretch our legs with a shooter first and with the high, powerful traversal elements was coming out of our comfort zone somewhat, but we wanted to see what we could do to put an Arkham spin on the action shooter space.
Now get your damn gun out!
In true Rocksteady style, the cinematics are kind of
This
the heart
game
of
is
the story.
giving me,
It's
like,
the most cinematics that we've ever done. Every
Crackdown
one of them
vibes.
is crafted to perfection.
We're not just trying to do what we did before.
Which
we're
I
making
don't know if
something
it's
which
a good
fits.
thing.
You found the Riddler's hat of invisibility!
Where'd the shark go? Children.
Ooh, nothing says international assassin like a frickin' jetpack.
Bro, when they show gameplay, I feel like that's what people really need to see with this game right now.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
We felt that Metropolis was the natural next step to extend that. And what better way to introduce it than through an invasion from Brainiac with no Justice League to save them?
Just checking. We're all seeing that thing, right?
The entire game is about fighting behind enemy lines.
Oi, Wally! What the hell have you sent us into? It's a bloody war zone out here! What the hell are those things?
And there's no civilians left. Brainiacs killed them or made them into soldiers to do his bidding. And through this corruption, the people of Metropolis have become extensions of Brainiac.
Hey guys! Thinking I shouldn't ate that extra tapioca put in my lunch!
What the player knows from our title and what the Suicide Squad is about to find out is that here, the Justice League are the bad guys. They've been corrupted by Brainiac, and over the course of the game, your mission will be to kill them.
Ugh, Green Lantern! Nice! Hey, your face always looks so... what?
Harley doesn't have any innate superpowers, so to go up
They're
against
strong.
these beings that have incredible
Elite
strength,
milk.
it's a challenge.
You're talking about, you know, the all-star team of superheroes.
What?
I want you to see this.
Samoa Joe the damn shark? I did not know that.
You know, the all-star team of superheroes here.
I want you to see this. Pay attention.
Well, hell, we know where the budget going for this game then. To the damn voice actors.
Looks bad.
You know immediately, like, this is the tallest task I will ever take on in a video game.
Flash! Brainiac wondered how you got off the ship.
Speedster secret. The League doesn't leave anyone behind. Let's make
I
you
gotta
right, buddy.
tell you, man, and going back to, because they had said even themselves at like the beginning of this vid, you know, with the Batman games, those games had that dark and gritty nature about it because it's Batman, so it fit that game. So I understand that this game visually is not going to look the same as those Batman games because the Suicide Squad has a completely different vibe to them. But brothers, this game just not, I don't know. I don't know if it's the aesthetic of this game. There's just something about when I'm looking at this game, it just looks cheap. it just does. Like it looks cheap. It looks like nowhere near as the amount of love and passion that they put into those Batman games. I'm just not seeing it in this game right now. That's something that's turning people off from this game, especially now because we're in next gen. It's freaking 2023 now, not 20 freaking 11 or 13, whatever. So
Hey, Metropolis.
There's nothing more high stakes than the boss battles we have in this game.
These are gods like Green Lantern, Batman, Superman, The Flash.
I need to
So,
see these boss battles.
What's the plan?
At that point, the game really opens up. We start to see players look at their weaponry and really ask the question of, like, how am I going to kill the Justice League?
I see you've already stolen traversal equipment. You'll need it to stay off the
Spider-Man
streets.
did it better.
Setting a new recon
Cool.
point.
The heart of each character's playstyle is their traversal. Traversal gives the player total freedom. Every character has their own way of getting around that determines how the player moves through this world.
Don't like to boast, but how great was I?
Controlling a superhero character is fundamentally a power fantasy for all players. We wanted movement through the city to be fun. Just existing and moving around in Metropolis is a good time.
Let me do the talking with Penguin, okay?
Not just a building, it's a daily planet. You know, there's a lot we can inject into the city that makes it more than just a city.
Penguin is not truly a penguin.
Yeah, mate. And I'm not a boomerang.
It is known for its size, its scale. Anything from the DC lore, you look at Metropolis as the city of tomorrow.
When did Penguin get out anyway?
Out. He was barely in.
Bro, this city look empty as hell. I mean, bro, is it just me? Is it just me, bro? Like,
For players to experience Metropolis in a new way.
like just again with these open world games, how many times do I say this junk? A lot of these freaking huge games that got all this exploration, bro, it be vast nothingness. That's really it, bro. It's just a whole bunch of nothing going on, and in like certain areas, they'll just have some enemies scattered. I'm really trying to watch this and not like hate on it. I'm really trying, but it's like,
G'day, Pengo. Remember me?
Traversal is at the very core of our game. You will need to be on the move and master each character's movements if you want to succeed. Harley's grapple is made to let her take advantage of the environment to quickly get out of troublesome situations. Or she can use it to quickly close the distance to introduce them to her baseball bat. Swinging from the background lets her circumvent the troopers' shields and flank them. It can also let her catapult herself into the air to shoot the corrupted from above. Now that you've seen some of Harley's combat in this
Is this the same devs that made the Batman games, bro?
like, bro, that little bit of combat right that little bit of combat right there. One thing, this game has now, because of the leaks of this game having a battle pass with it, and then on top of that, we're just getting over the freaking tragedy that was the Avengers game. This game now being the next thing in a line and being Rocksteady's first game since the Batman games, like, people have high expectations for this, but because of all of the negative press that's been connected to this game now, people are now judging this game even harshly, well, that much more harsh because of the stuff that we've already seen and know about this game. So sitting here now and watching this, it's like it's like the fact that they delayed this game, this junk is giving me Avengers vibes. This junk is giving me Avengers vibes. It's giving me freaking Crackdown 3 vibes. It's like giving me like, this game doesn't really look that fun. And they trying to say all of these nice words that make the game sound fun, but when you watch it, like,
iconic melee attack that can be used to create what we call juggling kills and also break enemies' shields. Juggling an enemy with a melee attack.
bro, am I tripping? Like, y'all let me know if I'm tripping.
Juggling an enemy with a melee attack.
Like, this looks like a $30 tier game.
For a short period
if I'm being honest, like, this don't look like a game that should be coming from like
to get some shield back.
A AAA studio.
Let's shift focus to King Shark.
Cause to celebrate!
King Shark is literally death from above, which he gladly shows with his Atlantean drop attack. He's the character
stolen
that can
from
take the most punishment.
Infamous.
Heavy
I'm
weapons,
not
assault
impressed.
rifles, sickles, and combat knives for some brawling action.
I'm playing.
For the bigger enemies, each character gets a super powerful single target attack. the Suicide Strike. This one-shots any enemy hit, but it takes longer to recharge, so it's important to use it tactically. Finally, Deadshot.
Shark actually looks
low caliber,
the most
and I'm
fun.
high caliber.
His traversal is made to let him create his own vantage points. This works great with his weapon loadout of sniper rifles, assault rifles, and pistols. For more up-close action, Deadshot relies on his iconic wrist cannons. One thing we really wanted to bring into this game was a reimagined version of the Arkham counter system, and mix that with our traversal and shooter gameplay. Introducing Counter Shot. Each enemy has a different reaction to the counter shot. Some will be stunned, some will take damage, some will be interrupted and then get really annoyed. Now let's take a look at Harley absolutely demolish Brainiac's forces with all these tools.
My show's all knock 'em dead material.
Oswald Cobblepot, my man. Do we have a job for you? Tell him, Quinn.
You're making guns for us now, Bird Brain.
Thanks for joining us for episode 1 of Suicide Squad.
Thanks for joining us. I'm telling you right now, if you think I'm buying if you think I'm buying this game after seeing stuff like the Avengers, after seeing that this junk is going to have a battle pass, after seeing stuff like Gotham Knights, which freaking came out, what, like last year? Bro, there was, and again, like, I actually, like, hoped, prayed that I was going to see something better in this junk. They said that's all we have for today. What do you mean that's all you... What do you mean that's all you have for today? I didn't see nothing impressive about this gameplay that you didn't show me 8 months ago when you delayed the game.
That's a distraction. Rip it on any beat. That's an adaptation. I'm running out of breath. I'm bringing it back in. Need my money up front. Don't deal with it back in. Your pockets on a diet, nigga. I'm calling you Atkins.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Listen, man. Fur Coat, Volume 1, November.
Wow. Wow. It's like really all I have to say. What do you guys feel about this? Did you see anything in this new gameplay that, you know, might look improved to you? Does the game look any better? Do you have any more faith in this game than you did have a few months ago? I don't know. I just expected more. I just expected more. And then again, on top of that, we know that this is going to have, you know, microtransactions in the game and battle passes and stuff like that. If you're going to have stuff like that, you got to have your game look freaking phenomenal. And this game doesn't. And then on top of that, we have to deal with that stuff. That's going to be a deal breaker for a lot of people. So hopefully in the next episode of when they do this, and in the future episodes of this leading up into the release of this game, it starts to look better. But honestly, at this point, if the last gameplay they showed was 8 months ago, and now they show this, and honestly it's kind of more of the same, am I really expecting the game to all of a sudden start to look like good towards, you know, closing in on the release date? No. This is what this game is. This is what the game is going to look like. This is how the game is going to play. Man, Rocksteady, a fall from grace. Definitely a fall from grace, man. So yeah, y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. What do y'all think about this junk and Rocksteady, the state of Rocksteady, all that? Leave it down in the comment section below. So the next video, my brothers and sisters, I'll catch y'all boys in my next one. All right.